The lights flickered. A strange smell filled the training room. Alien cadets looked around, confused. Then a human cadet named Ryan dropped to his knees. His face was red. Steam rose from his skin. "Is he melting?" one alien whispered, in fear. Ryan's hands shook. His eyes were glassy. He fell flat on the floor. The room went silent. No one moved. "He's burning up," cried another alien. "Is this a human virus?" Panic spread like wildfire. Chairs fell. Students ran. The emergency alarm screamed through the halls. Red lights flashed. Security bots surrounded the room. Medical drones scanned Ryan but found nothing dangerous. Still, the fear stayed. Then the door opened. A calm figure entered, a human nurse with a cold stare and a strange device in her hand. She knelt beside Ryan, touched his forehead, and sighed. "This isn't what you think," she said. Her voice was soft, but firm. The aliens didn't believe her. "What's happening to him?" they asked. The nurse looked at them and replied, "You're about to learn something no alien has ever known." The room froze. Whispers filled the hallway. Word of the humans' strange sickness moved fast. Alien cadets huddled in groups, eyes wide with fear. "He was heating up like a dying star," one said. "No sickness acts like that," another replied. "What if it's spreading?" In the medical bay, Ryan lay unconscious. His body still burned with fever. The nurse stood beside him, checking his vitals. Her face was calm, but her eyes were alert. Outside, the alien commander arrived. Tall, blue-skinned, and cold-eyed, he stepped into the room. "Is this a biological attack?" he asked. "No," the nurse answered without turning. "This is normal for humans." The commander narrowed his eyes. "Normal?" He looked like he was about to explode. "I've seen worse," she said. Behind her, monitors beeped faster. Ryan's temperature was rising again. The commander turned to his guards. "Quarantine this wing, no one in or out." Alien cadets watched from behind glass walls. They didn't understand. "If humans can burn like that, what else can they do?" one asked. No one had the answer. But the nurse did. And she wasn't ready to tell them yet. Jan's body glowed with heat under the scanner. His skin shimmered, not from sickness, but from something hidden deep inside. The alien nurse named Elira watched the results on her screen. Her hands trembled slightly, though her face stayed calm. "This can't be natural," she whispered. The data showed a strange rhythm in Ryan's fever. It wasn't wild or random. It followed a pattern, a perfect timed rise and fall, almost like a code. Behind her, the alien commander entered again. "What did you find?" Elira didn't look up. "His fever isn't a problem. It's a process. His body is doing this on purpose." The commander frowned. "Purpose? A body shouldn't choose to burn itself." Elira turned to him slowly. "Unless it's a defense system." Gasps came from the cadets watching outside the glass wall. "A defense system," one said, "like a weapon?" Another cadet stepped back in fear. "Did we just train beside a human bomb?" Elira stared at Ryan. "No, not a bomb. Something smarter." She zoomed in on his blood cells. They were fighting, adapting. "This fever is a message," she said, "and we've never seen anything like it." Alarms were off now, but fear still filled the air. Alien cadets refused to leave their rooms. Some blocked their doors. Others watched Ryan's medical footage again and again. "His body attacked something, without outside help," one cadet said. "No medicine, no machine, just heat," another whispered. Inside the medbay, Elira stood beside a large screen. It showed Ryan's cells, burning foreign particles like fire. "This isn't illness," she explained to the commander. It's evolution. He stepped closer, his voice low. Are you saying humans were built to overheat? Elira shook her head. Not overheat, defend, adapt. She touched the screen. When a virus enters a human body, the body doesn't wait. It fights. It increases heat to destroy the enemy. This fever isn't random, it's tactical. The commander stared at Ryan through the glass. So their weakness is actually strength? Elira nodded. Their bodies don't just survive, they fight back. Whispers spread again. Alien cadets now looked at humans with new eyes. They walk among us, carrying a silent weapon, one muttered. And far away, Ryan's eyelids twitched. His body was still burning, but now he was waking up. Ryan's eyes opened slowly. He blinked at the bright medbay lights. His body still felt hot, but his mind was clear. Outside the glass wall, alien cadets stared at him like he was a threat. Whispers filled the air. Is he awake? Don't go near him. What if the fever starts again? Ryan sat up, confused. What happened? He asked softly. Elira stepped forward. You had a fever, a strong one. He nodded. It happens sometimes. My immune system overreacts. Elira turned to the watching cadets. This is normal for humans. Their bodies fight like this when danger comes. But the fear didn't go away. Some aliens believed her, but others didn't. This doesn't feel normal, one cadet said. What if humans are hiding something? Yeah, another added. What if they can trigger this heat on purpose? Later, in the training hall, an alien cadet named Velan approached a human girl. Is it true? He asked. Your bodies can attack threats without weapons? She smiled lightly. We don't always need weapons. Sometimes, the body is the weapon. Velan stepped back, uncertain. A dangerous curiosity was growing. Velan couldn't sleep. The image of Ryan's burning skin and the nurse's words echoed in his mind. The body is the weapon. He wanted to understand it, not just fear it. He needed proof. Early the next cycle, while others slept, Velan slipped into the training med lab. He searched the human files and found something called a fever trigger test. It was a simulation designed for humans. I'll try it, he whispered to himself. I'll push my body and see what it does. He activated the program and sat in the thermal chamber. Slowly the heat rose. Sweat dripped down his face. His breathing changed, his vision blurred. But instead of strength, his body started shutting down. Pain surged through his veins. His skin cracked. His heart raced wildly. Humans can take this, but I can't. Velan collapsed just before hitting the emergency button. Hours later, Nurse Elira found him. He was curled on the floor, barely breathing, skin pale and cold. She stared at the screen, horrified. You fool! You tried to copy evolution. Behind her, more aliens arrived. Whispers grew. Someone had gone too far. Elira sat beside Velan's recovery bed, silent. His body was weak, still shaking from the failed experiment. His skin showed burn marks. His temperature was dangerously low. The alien commander entered the room. Is he going to survive? She nodded slowly. Barely. His body wasn't built for that kind of stress. He folded his arms. Then why can humans survive it? Why can their bodies do what ours can't? Elira looked down. Her voice became soft. Because they were shaped by something different. Something brutal. The commander narrowed his eyes. You speak as if you know. I do, she replied. I once served during the Human-Akron War. I was stationed on a battlefield planet. I saw things you can't imagine. She stood and looked out the medbay window. A human camp was attacked by a virus bomb. The aliens who inhaled it died within minutes. But the humans, they burned with fever. Did they survive? He asked. Most did. Their bodies fought back. Their heat cooked the virus alive. The commander's eyes widened. Elira turned to him. You call it sickness. I call it survival fire. Silence fell. No one spoke. The truth was starting to burn. Elira studied Ryan's blood under the microscope. The cells moved strangely, faster, stronger, more alive than any alien had seen. This isn't just a fever, she said quietly. It's coded in their DNA. The alien commander leaned closer. Coded? What do you mean? Elira pointed to the screen. Humans carry a survival program deep inside their genes. When danger comes, their bodies switch on this code. It raises their temperature, speeds up healing, and attacks invaders. The cadets watching from behind the glass gasped. So it's not random? One asked. No, Elira said firmly. It's planned. Every fever, every burn is part of a bigger defense. She tapped the keyboard. This is why human fever looks so fierce. It's a weapon shaped by evolution. The commander frowned. If this is true, humans are far stronger than we thought. Elira nodded. Stronger and smarter. They don't just survive, they prepare. A new respect grew in the room. Fear was changing into curiosity. The nurse smiled faintly. We have much to learn from them. Tension filled the command hall. Alien leaders argued fiercely over what to do next. We must study human DNA, one said. Their fever is a weapon we can use. No, another shouted. We can't trust them. They might hide more surprises. Meanwhile, on the training ship, some aliens grew restless. A daring cadet tried to sneak into the medical lab. His goal, to steal Ryan's DNA sample. The alarms blared as he was caught. Guards rushed in and stopped him. Elira shook her head. This isn't a game. Human defense isn't just in their bodies, it's in their will to survive. Ryan and the other humans prepared to protect themselves. The alien cadets realized fear was not enough. They needed to understand. But one thing was clear. The battle for respect had only just begun. Outside the ship, stars shone cold and distant. The war of biology and trust was about to explode. The training ship was quiet. The fever had passed. Ryan stood tall, his skin warm but calm. Alien cadets gathered around him, no longer afraid. They looked at humans differently now. They survived because they are strong, said Velon, still healing from his experiment. Elira smiled. Their fever is not a curse, it's a gift, a fire inside that protects them. The commander nodded. We misjudged humans. They are more than what we thought. Ryan spoke softly. Our bodies fight in ways you don't understand. But we never meant to scare you. The aliens listened, respect growing with every word. The fear of the unknown was replaced by trust. In the vast galaxy, humans and aliens began a new chapter, one of friendship and understanding. The fire inside Ryan's body was no longer a threat. It was a symbol of survival and hope. The story was over, but a new journey had just begun.